Hey guys, welcome back to the Small Time Critics podcast. I'm one third of the Small Time Critics. My name is Mo.
Okay.
And we still have our guest host in the building, KenKen. This is the last claps of the night, guys. Last claps.
Coming, man.
And we have a very special guest.
Actually, might come back to no job. You come here looking at me through the glass. It's locked, bro.
You did a little tap on the
Murph!
Don't let me leave.
Don't let me leave, bro. You're going to be saying it twice. Don't let me leave.
I love that scene. And we have a very, very special guest, Dylan from the Popcorn Podcast. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being here. Appreciate you.
I'm here to listen in this episode because I actually haven't seen this film yet.
Yes.
So I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say.
Yeah, so as you can see from the title of the video, we are reviewing If, starring Ryan Reynolds, your favorite actor. I'm pointing at KenKen to the audio listeners.
Man, he cooked.
Yeah. So we've seen it. If you want to ask questions, go ahead.
Of course.
Fine. Start off with a very quick non-spoiler. Kem, I think you saw it last night, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you think, man?
It was... storyline was very obvious. It was again a great watch.
What is the storyline?
So the storyline is one of kids. Well, it's almost like kids growing up, and when they're young, they're having an imaginary friend.
Right.
Yeah, and when they grow up, they don't need an imaginary friend. So those imaginary friend sort of disappears.
They go to a retirement.
They go to the retirement home. They're not visible anymore because again, when they're needed, then they're visible. But that's one thing I need to speak about later on. But anyway, when they're needed, they're visible. But when they're not needed, they're invisible, so they grow up, and that's why. But then it's a case of when these kids grow up, these imaginary friends don't sort of go away. They're still here, but they're now like they don't have a person. So then they go to like a home where it's almost like an AA. Is it AA?
It's like they call. I think it's a retirement home.
A retirement home, yeah. Like these guys are without these. They're without kids and everything. So this is one where they're trying to sort of reconnect people in an unconventional way. But yeah, so that's the whole crux of the story. The premise of the movie. I don't know if you want to say anything before I start.
I mean, yeah, so written and directed by John Krasinski. I mean, there's quite a few great actors in this. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Louis Gossett Jr., Steve Carell's in this. So, yeah, I think... Oh, look, Matt Damon, Emily Blunt, they were voiced. Sam Rockwell.
Aquafina's in there.
I don't even know.
She's
the bubble.
Aquafina's in
She's
this.
in there,
Yeah, she's a bubble.
Aquafina, yeah.
So you were there yesterday then?
Huh?
Is it the morning viewing you went to?
No, I saw it on my side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Keegan-Michael Key, Bradley Cooper, George Clooney, it says here. Like, yeah, there's a lot of people that voiced.
I didn't know there was that many.
Yeah.
And if they were one-liners.
Yeah, a lot of them were one-liners, and the ones who got the most, I guess, out of it were Phoebe Waller-Bridge as Blossom and Steve Carell as Blue.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds, for me, in this is pretty much Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't know. It's just like I don't get much from him in this. I think he's a pretty smart actor in the sense that he has a lane and he knows it, and he goes through that, and that's it, and that's what works for
But
me.
he does it really well.
He does it very well. Yeah, he does do it very
But
well.
you know what you're getting when you're going into Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel with Ryan Reynolds, obviously he hasn't done not that I can remember, he hasn't done anything serious, but everything he does,
he's tried.
There's always a comedic sort of element to what he does.
Most of it.
And it's a signature, it's so distinctive. I found, there was a movie where he was like a time traveler and he came back to saw himself as a kid.
That's the Netflix one, isn't it?
The Thingy Project.
The
Adam
Project.
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo's in that.
Yeah,
that was good.
That was good. But again, you could look at that character, look at character from Wolverine, look at character from this one, say it's the same, similar performance, but obviously for different roles. But then that kid in that movie was essentially Ryan Reynolds as a kid. So, like, yeah. But I get what you say.
No, I mean this is a kids movie, but this is the thing.
It is.
No, it is a kids movie, but
it has colours. Don't do that.
What do you mean it has colours? I don't get it.
It has colours. That's why you call it a kids movie.
No, it is though.
I watched it with her. She had no idea. She liked the characters.
It's rated U.
Wait.
It's suitable for all ages.
I had an issue.
It does explore. It explores like bereavement.
Yeah.
Things like that. So those are like kind of
more mature themes.
More mature themes. Yeah. But like at the essence of it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Is like it is a kids movie, but for me as an adult, like it had a lot of heart. this movie. Like there were parts that were quite emotional as well, and I was like, bro, I didn't expect to get hit like this with this.
Yeah,
My missus was crying for the last hour of the movie.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I mean,
Can we jump into spoilers quickly?
we could jump into
Okay.
spoilers.
I just want to say one thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, because I sort of flushed out from early Ryan Reynolds' role in this. I flushed out from early.
I was like
Because-
halfway through.
No, I flushed out from early because again, I've seen.
Can I sorry to interrupt?
You're gonna get it.
Just from reading what you're saying, is he an imaginary friend?
Yes.
Gosh.
Exactly.
I don't know anything about this film.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But that's the thing.
I don't know anything about this.
You saw the
Just listening to the premise and just hearing this, I'm like,
because I've seen. Because
I knew he would get it.
no, because I knew it from early because it's again it was one of I've seen this before because it's been done before, but it was so obvious. But there was so much stuff in it. I was so sort of like. I was such a film critic. I was ready to critique it. I was like, no, you can't do. Then I realized it's not you KenKen, but it's a kids film.
Yeah.
It's a kids film. Yeah. There was one bit. Obviously, we were spoiled. There's one bit where Ryan Reynolds is climbing into a child's bedroom. That's not okay.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
Yeah, but then when you watch the end of the film, you're like, okay, then he was just a.
No. But
He wasn't
no.
actually a
It was-
thing.
But that's when I got it. That's when I got it because when they were walking down the street, him and the other imaginary friend,
Blossom, yeah.
I was like, no one's interacting with them.
Yeah.
Nobody's interacting.
So
with
that's
them.
do you know when that got me? Do you know when the grandmother's dancing
Yeah.
and he's standing at the door? And I'm like, if you're like, you wouldn't really want to be seen if she turns around and sees you jumping. But he was casually just standing at
pictured
the
up
door
there.
and stuff like that. I'm like, if she turns around right now, she's gonna see. Then I have to tell myself, oh, he's her imaginary friend.
Yeah,
okay,
I
that makes sense.
I knew that from early, and then that's when I thought, you know what? Let me not be like this. Let me put on the kid's hat and try and see it from a kid's point of view because certain kids won't see stuff like that, and I don't because there's little things like she was out late at night, and I'm thinking, you're 12. What you out late at night by yourself for?
No, it's true. You know, she was. So her dad was who's plays John Krasinski. He's having a surgery for something.
Broken heart.
They say it's a broken heart, obviously, in the movie what he's going for surgery for, but they never actually say what the actual surgery is. By the way, the nurse played by
I love her.
I wish
I wanted to watch The Bear straight after.
She plays Tina in The Bear.
It's not Io, is it? Is it?
No. She plays. You know, have you seen The Bear?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know the other South American chef.
Oh, yeah.
She
She's
plays
great.
her.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
She plays the nurse. It's not a huge role or anything. But
Wait,
it's
was
great.
that a big like reveal for you? Like that Ryan Reynolds was
The imaginary
Not
friend?
for me.
It wasn't a big reveal. It's just in the middle. I just thought to myself, oh, no one's, like you said, no one's interacted with him. That's
But
a
I
human.
feel like that's the separation between as parents going to watch the film and kids.
Yeah.
Kids are going to be the ones like, oh my God.
yes,
Exactly.
yes.
It's imaginary friend. Parents are like, you understand this, but this is like they still are able to take some things away
But
from
then,
it.
as a parent, you look at you know, but you're just waiting to see their reaction to it because you kind of want them to have that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good for you.
Yeah.
Or they're just gonna be like, oh.
It was lost. But then, again, there's some, as you say, there's some really sort of heavy themes in the movie.
Yeah.
Where one of sort of bereavement and one of sort of trying to find your way in a place like literally 90% of this film was filmed in a hospital, and it's almost like this is her life. It's such a kind of not dark, but it's like a very heavy sort of theme for a kid to be dealing with. That's why she's constantly saying, I'm not a child. And it's almost like I felt bad for her. I said, this is really hard. Not just losing your mum, and then now she's trying to, like, self-affirmation, like throughout the whole movies. I'm not a kid. I'm strong, and it's a hard one.
So you see from what you said that it was obvious. I didn't think it was obvious because I was expecting there to be. So there was no high stakes in this film.
Yeah.
They mentioned about. Ifs disappear at some point, but no one felt like
there was a bit of high stakes though. That you never knew. Well, obviously it's a kid movie, but the dad could have died.
Yeah, but when I say high stakes, I mean in the sense of. So
in the
I
bigger story.
I expected there to be good ifs, and we're going up against bad ifs.
Oh.
Because near the beginning, she mentions are all ifs good. That's when I thought, okay, they're about to introduce some mad guys, but. Everyone was good. And it was supposed to be this race against time.
Yeah.
We need to connect these ifs to their humans, otherwise they disappear.
Yeah.
But I never felt like we're running out of time. Everything was just
I do see what you're saying.
coasting through it.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess for me, it just felt like they tried to do that with the little kid, trying to give him an if, but he couldn't see anyone.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Or
maybe there's no one for him. Do you know
Or
what I mean?
he saw them and he's like, no, I don't want that.
I don't know. In the end, he got one. I don't know. Just showing some people's vulnerability, like the guy who's trying to go for a job. I think it was a job interview. I guess, and blue is his if, and he's just so scared to go into job interview, and it's just like he needs something. So his childhood thing was his parents owned a bakery, so to try and get him to kind of think, because to bring an if back is almost like you have to go into your memories of when you were a child, those suppressed memories kind of thing. Yeah, so they brought croissants into the building for him to smell it and things like that. And as he's trying to go in, and then Blue comes and I guess just touches him on the shoulder. And he just feels calmer. He tells him it's okay and stuff like that. That was nice, man. And then he went and hugged the little girl. That was cute.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, man. That was sweet.
Can I just ruin
this movie had heart, bro.
No, fair. I just wanted to. I don't intend to do it, but I kind of ruined the moment. Was it me or that croissant looked stale? It looked stale, man.
I know what you mean. It wasn't like those soft ones.
I want some, but it was just like, I was like,
if you like hit on the table,
yeah. I was looking, I was thinking that croissant stale. Maybe Blue is my imaginary friend.
Oh my god!
But you know what I did feel though? I felt like they threw away these imaginary friends too quickly and too easily. Yeah. Like Blue, I thought Blue was gonna like really be like an important aspect to the movie.
Yeah,
but
they were pretty much side characters. Yeah,
they're side characters.
The movie was about her.
I do get that. But then when now Blue is now connected to somebody else, somebody we don't know, we don't care about. It's like almost like, okay, get rid of him. Let's wrap up the movie. Yeah. That's what I felt.
What did you like think of like the imaginary part of everything? Like the way, like I guess the imagination of John Krasinski and how things looked and the characters looked and just the world and all of that stuff.
I think Krasinski came to make a statement that, look, I can do it all.
I could do a kids movie as well.
He's pretty talented.
Yeah, and he's proven it. Yeah, I agree. He can. The world, it can't go beyond this.
No.
I think it starts and ends here. Yeah, kind of thing.
But maybe that's a good thing. Like it has, it's like a self-contained thing. Yeah. I mean, just from hearing you guys talk about the film and whatnot, I mean, I never really want to just sort of jump to like politics of a film. Yeah. But the concept in of itself is like, it seems like a nice kind of ode to sort of educating kids on like mental health and like kind of really taking the time to kind of appreciate how kids might process things as opposed to adults and like display that on screen. And I think that's quite a nice sort of
I'm glad you got all of that, because they had a lot of stuff in there that didn't land.
Right.
It felt incomplete.
Yeah. I agree.
The neighbor old lady, I thought there was something significant going to be there. She was depicted as this witch.
It's a lot of loose ends.
Loads of loose ends.
See, again, I didn't feel that with the old lady. Because I sussed it so early, I knew she was like, what are you doing up here? Like, honestly, I promise you, I sussed it so early that it was like he was an imaginary friend. Because she came out, she's like, oh, what are you doing up here?
Because in her mind, this is just a storage room, nothing's here.
Like, what are you doing? But then, the one thing I didn't get, because the initial one, when she was like, what are you doing? Then did she go into the house?
In the beginning, the first time?
Or did she
the first time she ran back down.
Okay, yeah, cool. Because I thought as much, but then, I kind of knew she was like saying, do you remember like Home Alone 2?
Yeah.
With the lady with the birds.
Yeah.
That's the sort of vibe that she was giving. But look, again, I think ultimately it's a good kids film.
It was a cute movie.
But I think you can't sort of, obviously you're not going to let a kid watch it by itself.
You can't base films on their ratings. Because the difference between a 15 and an 18 can be one swear word.
But then that's why I wanted to ask you as well. Do you look at like a film like Soul as an adult film or a children's film? Because that deals with like, it's death basically at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? So like, how does that work?
The message is told so well with a lot more. If you're going to do something for kids, you have to do it properly.
With care.
Yeah. So kids of this era, they want the colours. They want the animation. You see, when you mix it, we grew up on, what's the sexy lady? with the
Jessica
bunny.
Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit. The blend.
Yeah.
We can digest that. These lot can't.
Yeah.
She switches off soon as
Yeah.
humans are there talking.
Yeah.
And then when Blue shows up, she's upright.
I
I never felt in this movie like like the grand, like the fantastic and the grandeur.
The fantasy,
I never felt that.
Yeah.
And it was almost like the movie. If the movie was a color palette, it was almost slightly colored but dull colored.
Exactly that. Exactly.
Oh, my missus is hilarious. As soon as she saw you know the one for retired, the old one, the bear. When she saw him sitting at the pier, just watching out. There's something about old people that gets her emotional. I think it's with her grandparents and stuff like that. From then on, it was just waterworks on the end of this movie. Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
He passed away, I think.
Who's that?
The something Lewis.
Louis Gossett Jr.
Yeah,
He was in real life. You mean?
In real life, yeah. So
Really?
at the end, they paid homage. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it. I was out quick.
So I was like,
I was out quick because I was in that movie by myself, innit? Like by myself.
Trying to see.
Yeah, in a hoodie.
Oh, you didn't want an imaginary friend to just pop up?
Oh no! It's almost.
Looks a bit sus.
It looks sus. I didn't want to say it, he said it, but I was like, as soon as the credits come, I was like,
Bro,
quick.
You know when we first started doing this?
Yeah.
I was so scared to go to the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like, this is a full-on cartoon. What am I going to do by myself? This is crazy. Luckily, it was not packed at all. It was like only like 3 people in there. So
I want my kids.
Nah, those bad adults.
But there's certain films that we've done that I've had to do it by myself, and I just felt like, I'm not gonna lie, I know it's okay, but because I don't like the film, Mean Girls, I just want to get in and out. Barbies, I want to get in and out.
Barbie's great. Stop it.
Let's wrap up. Do
you like Barbie?
I do like Barbie. I mean, I don't like it as much as a lot of people, but I still like it. I think it's enjoyable. I think it's fine.
He hates it.
I don't like Barbie.
I've only seen it once.
Yeah. All right, guys. Ratings. Yeah? Ready? Anything else you want to say before we get ratings? Before we get into ratings?
No, big up to Krasinski, man.
Yeah, big up to Krasinski. He was great.
Saying that in regards to Krasinski, he got a bit of flack for the Quiet Place movie because apparently he stole the idea from someone. But that's another show.
Oh, I never saw that. No. Do you guys feel like his relationship with the daughter was a bit strange? Like, she comes every day. First of all, she's 12 years old, goes on public transport every day to the hospital. It was never like
she's spending on these flowers.
Bro, it was never like, hi, baby, how are you doing? It's just like, he's reading something. So, how was your... Something about it felt
like
strange.
The interaction, like him always trying to make her laugh and failing.
She said, stop it. He's like, never. I was like,
that was cute. That was cute.
Yeah. All right, ratings. What do you think, KenKen?
I give it a
STC
6.
score. 6?
6, yeah.
6. Ken? A 5. I think 6 is fair. Yeah. I mean, I would definitely watch it with like the family again and stuff like that. So that would be cool. But yeah, that's about it. But guys, that was our review for If, directed and written, like I said, by John Krasinski. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Have you seen it? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when the videos are coming out. And guys, their socials are down in the description below. So please go and check them out. They got great stuff there. And we'll see you guys for more reviews. Peace.